So in this video, I'm just a slightly odd lady doing some odd jobs. Our first task though is to remove these hay bales, and I'm going to be putting them over here and then covering with a tarp. I've got some fruit as well for pigs that I'll be taking out. But hay bales, first job. So this morning, I've got Christian and Katya coming over, and they're going to help me to move pigs. So I'm wanting to move those 3 sows whose piglets are sort of almost all sold and gone. There's just a few left, and they will be going today. And cinnamon bun and peaches, possibly flapjack. I want to move them into the top pen where there is that nice wallow, the nice shady oak forest, because within, I don't know, about a month and a half, the acorns are going to start coming up there as well. So there's lots of feed for them over there, and yeah, it's very cool. So it's a nice area for them to go in. So that's the plan, to move them up there. And the reason why I need help, usually I do it by myself, but it's just that because there's already pigs in the top pen, you need someone to man the gate and to make sure that the pigs don't come out the gate while you're opening the gate for others that you are leading there with the bucket. It's difficult to do all of that by yourself. If there were no pigs in that, I could just have the gate open. It's easy to then do by yourself. So that's the plan for this morning. So for those that were wondering how my biltong came out, it came out brilliantly. I'm going to cut it actually into slices, and I'm going to be putting it in little bags in the freezer, because I can't eat it all in one go, and that way when I feel like a snack, especially when I'm watching rugby, I can just bring out a bag with biltong pieces in. So you can see it all cut up, and it's not too dry. It's just like the way I like it. Another batch of sweet chili sauce ready to get bottled now. So if you want to learn how to make this, I do have a recipe video on this already. I'll put a link in the description below, and probably I'll do a card with this recipe as well. My least favorite job, trying to get old rusty nails out of a piece of wood. Oh my goodness. Ah, it just broke off. I don't think this is going to work. No. I think we just put this piece of wood on the wrong way around. This is not working. I don't know. These are not... I can't even get a grip with this. None of them. Isn't there something else I can do other than taking out these nails? Maybe I must just come with a ankle grinder and cut them. I don't know. Not easy. We should rather have put the nail side on the inside, because this I don't know how we can't, it doesn't, I hate not being able to do something, and this I can't do. For me, because of the various surgeries I've had, I don't have the strength to actually pull these out. So I'm going to just get an angle grinder and cut them off. I came into my shed and I heard this noise. And who is in the corn? Oh my goodness. Are you ready to go out? So Henry is not here at the moment because Henry has gone to do stud duties at some guy with a lot of sheep down the road. I've lent him out for a month. This guy breeds Suffolks, and he's wanting to introduce some Dorper blood, so I've lent out Henry. Tim Tam and Clarence, the castrate's companion of the boars, is having a bit of a face-off over there. Chris is just watching. The others are all enjoying being in the wallow or in the shade over here. So the weather forecast for last night showed a 1% chance of rain. 1%. Guess what? At midnight, it started raining, and I probably had about 4 bouts of heavy showers between midnight and 3 o'clock in the morning. So yesterday, when I woke up with the rain, so that's when I looked at the weather forecast, and for today, I think for tonight, it's 7% chance. So what are the chances? So I need to make sure that this hay is covered nicely. We are a little sad here because the 3 mommies that were in here have all moved to the top pen. So there's 3 castrated boys that are going to be going soon, and then I'm left with 1 beautiful male, this one here, which I will keep to go with one of Gingerbread's females as a breeding pair. What I will be doing is moving Red Velvet in here to keep him company while he waits for Gingerbread's ones to grow up. But he's beautiful. Sheep, sheep, sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! Sheep, sheep, sheep! Go on. In. Come on, slow coaches. In. I've managed to cut most of them off. Just the ones at the top I can't quite reach, and I don't trust my balance to stand on a ladder. So the cats have dug out and destroyed some of my speckworms, so I'm not happy about that. Many people put in the comments that they suggested me putting in like plastic forks and things. I got wooden ones, more eco-friendly I think, and I'm going to give that a go, putting it in here. Those are growing nicely over there, but these are all starting to grow as well. So let's see if we can stop these bundles of mischief, because that's actually full of mischief, these cats. Sometimes in life you have to make really, really hard decisions. And I've decided to make a very, very hard decision, and that is to put my barn build on hold till probably after the summer, because I've got to put the roof on now. That's quite an expensive part. I've got to do the concreting of the floor, which is another expensive part. And so it's not just the materials, it's like the labor that goes with it as well. And because I have someone coming over in August especially to do the fencing of my property and to make a very large fenced-in sheep area, I have to rather save my resources for that. It's amazing. I did receive an amazing donation for the fencing, which I'm very, very grateful for. But obviously, there's a lot more costs involved, and I've sort of been having a few sleepless nights worrying about costs of having the barn finished and all of that work done and the fencing done, which will be almost like the barn would be done first, but then I would use resources that I've saved towards for the fencing. And yeah, the fencing is actually more of a priority than the barn. And the reason why I was pushing ahead with the barn as well is because I thought, oh, this person coming would be able to stay in that. But we found other accommodations. So I don't have that urgency. And it's just like I don't work in July, and I don't until towards the end of August is when I next work, and then I would then only get paid for that work like the end of September. So it's a long time to go and to throw a lot of money into finishing that barn when it's not urgent at the moment. I don't know if that makes much sense, but I've sort of, you sort of come up with like a pros and cons lists of getting things done, and I've got to just pull the plug on that until I start working and earning again. And yeah, and over the summer I'm going to be like making teacher resources, which I'm going to sell on pay teachers, is just to try and get other income streams in. And I've had a couple of workshops that I was supposed to be giving late in the year that have been cancelled. So it's worrying. It's worrying times, and it does keep me awake at night. And I think this decision is what I need to do at the time. I can just put that on hold and focus all my attention on the fencing, because the person coming to help me arrives the first week of August. I'm really excited. So yeah, I thought I'd just update you in case you wonder why the barn has suddenly come to a stop. That's why, because I'm going to be throwing everything into the fencing and surviving for 2 months without income. So I want to measure these cupboards because I want to get something similar. I think my time of using these, I don't know, what do you call them, shelving units is over, especially seeing that the cats destroyed that one by jumping on it. So I think from that wall all the way to this point, I want to put in white cupboards like this. And then also things won't get covered with dusts, the cats can't jump on everything, and I can pack groceries away. So I'm going to measure this, and I need to record all my measurements because I won't remember them all. Right, have my measuring tape. $290. Remember $290. This cupboard, it's like 78, but let's make it 80 so that we've got space. So how many cupboards? How many times does 80 go into 290? 80 goes into 290 3 times and a bit left over. So basically 3 cupboards. If I put 3 cupboards along there, I think it'll make a big difference. I'm also wanting to make a proper frame around this, because you can see the cats can get in and out. They just cause so much havoc, it's unbelievable. But I haven't seen a mouse. So yeah, I want to put a proper frame around here. You can see that's my biltong box. Somebody asked where I got it from. When I was living in Norway, I ordered it from Amazon UK, the amazon.co.uk. Okay, so I must measure this. So this area along the path is getting a little bit overgrown, and there's only a few plants. I'm not going to bring out the strimmer, but I need to trim this down. So this beautiful boy has not got a new owner yet, and he'll pair up with one of Gingerbread's girls, and we did put him when the last those three castrated males went, put him in with Gingerbread and her lot, but because that area's got lots of holes in the fences and the piglets come out, and I let them come in over here to graze and that. He's come out and he keeps going back to his old pen because the gate is open, and I can't get him to go back in that pen. So I'm not sure what we're going to do with this little boy. Hopefully he'll make his way back in there again. But he's got things to eat over here, and he has been fed over here. The neighbors just dropped off a whole lot of potatoes for the pigs. And to give potatoes to pigs, you have to cook them. It does give them quite a bit of gas, but if you cook them, it's okay. So I will be boiling up potatoes for the pigs. Well, that's all for today's video. So, yeah, as I said at the beginning, just a very odd lady doing lots of little different odd jobs. I did go and have my EKG this morning. I went and had blood tests or whatever as well. So it's just, you know, there's things that I should have done health-wise that I put on hold because I was so busy with work. So it's good that this time I now have time to relax by cooking and baking up a storm like I've been doing all these odd jobs, and just attending to medical things that I need to get checked regularly as well. Anyway, so in the meantime, stay sane, stay safe, and I'll see you on the next video.